Alright. Got that pack. Yeah! Yes! Do you guys remember when games were actually consistently fun? Like when we were kids and we were playing games back then, the game could be straight
doo-doo garbage,
but you still had fun. You were still immersed in that world and you still felt a level of escapism that modern games just lack. It's gotten so bad nowadays, a game could be great, but be considered a masterpiece because the gaming industry is so oversaturated with garbage. For instance, Elden Ring. Now, a lot of you might disagree, but I wouldn't call Elden Ring a masterpiece. And don't get me wrong, it's one of the closest games we had to a masterpiece in recent years. But with basically copied enemy types and fighting animations, it's kind of hard to call it a masterpiece by definition. But being better than Dark Souls 2 and 3 in my opinion, makes it an excellent game. Recent games tend to opt for realism over art style, and some people might get these confused. I'll bring up Elden Ring again for example. People tend to think Elden Ring has great graphics when in all reality, the art style is what's great. If you get up close to a tree or a sword in Elden Ring, you would see it looks like crap. But when you take it in everything as a whole, it's the most beautiful sight you've ever seen in your life almost. But then we have games that look good but actually have literally nothing but a half-drinking Capri Sun and a Slim Jim for substance. Like yeah, the trees look cool and the water is well, watering, but why is the NPC walking into a wall? Why did you advertise and hype your game up so much that it plays worse than me on Marvel Rivals?
Doug Dimmadome, the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?
That's right, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Hey Jimmy, I got an idea. Hear me out. I'm listening, boss. How about instead of making a different game, we make the same game, but here's the kicker. We up the graphics by 1.5%. That sounds like we're taking advantage of our supporters. I love it! Nintendo. And I do understand remasters tend to be a way that these gaming companies can fund a sequel, but I think, I know it's crazy to basically sell the same exact game for full price just because we get some extra pixels. Not to mention, some of these games are getting sequels that no one cares or asks for. And if I'm not the person who thought it was a good idea to make Saints Row reboot, you have 10 days to talk to your family. But suffering through this drought of good games, I decided to play games I didn't even get the chance to play when I was younger.
I'm playing Minecraft.
And most of them still hold up to this day, like Saints Row 2, RE4, DMC 2.
Don't speak, just die.
Who put that in the script? My bad, boss. Who put that in the script? But older games just have that atmosphere that entrances you and makes you feel like you're in a different world, rather than real life 2.0. Along with that, most games back then didn't take themselves too seriously. Everybody was chilling, and then the online scene was even better.
You be fucking the shit out of them. Like,
yeah, you had trash talkers. Yeah, you had descendants of Hitler on the mic telling you
should kill yourself now.
But that was the charm in a way. Each day you got on those games, it was a different scenario. But now you got games that won't even let you type GG easy without getting banned. Not to mention, we go from that to games constantly pushing politics down my throat. Pause. Like, bro, I just want to save the world. I know Black Lives Matter. I'm saving them. And Nintendo, don't think I forgot about you. You telling me you want me to pay $450 for the Switch, then $80 for the game? Y'all lost your mind. Bro, even PlayStation ain't doing that, and they owned by Sony. And then they tried to introduce an off-brand Discord that nobody's gonna use. But let's say I give all hope in life. I'm at rock bottom and I decided to indulge in this 4chan ad Discord. I gotta pay for the equipment. But PC isn't that bad. I mean, every company does that. Okay. But does every company make you pay a subscription to talk?
And you know what though? That's typically how the bullshit goes. You feel me?
Bro, Nintendo just throwing bricks at a hoop at this point. You might as well just come to my house, put the gun in my mouth, and just take everything I got. This is highway robbery for y'all, cause I ain't getting it.
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke.
But Nintendo ain't getting GTA 6, so I guess we even. I just pray for the soul that try to emulate their game. We might not see you tomorrow. Y'all heard what happened to the dude that stole the Nintendo Switch too? Exactly. And I was gonna talk about how GTA 6 got delayed again, but
Yes! Yes!
oh my. I could wait another year, which is crazy because we have been waiting 13 years for it, and we're still hyped because Rockstar has always had releases that stick with you. Red Dead Redemption being a good example of that. I remember when you would see a logo of a gaming company like Ubisoft, you knew the game was gonna be fire. Now when I see the Ubisoft logo, it's time to reclaim the 30th base in Chapter 1. Not to mention, these guys have the most goated IPs ever, but ruin it by either adding their own political views, changing the story, or the charm of the game. I've seen better indie games than AAA games nowadays.
How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game? I'm so sick of this fucking company.
Mouthwashing being one of them. I love mouthwashing. And there's some other stuff I wanted to talk about too, but I don't want the video to be too long. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But moral of this story, I love you. Aww.